Hey everyone, it's Dave.
Hey, it's Brandon
You're listening to Davenports on Sports.
on Davenport Sports Network.
Youth right there. Tagovailoa trying to make up for it. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown! Alabama wins!
All right, everybody. As you can tell, Alabama, they won.
Tagovailoa.
Thanks, everybody, for jumping on and listening. I'm Dave. And
Tagovailoa.
we got Tagovailoa here, I think.
Tagovailoa. Hi, should I?
Let's talk about that game real quick. Just a couple things I want to point out to you.
Okay.
One I liked, one I was pissed about. Okay, you ready?
All right. I'm listening.
Was that a gutsy call putting in the freshman?
Yeah. I mean, that big a game, and that kind of tells you, like him or not, Saban's a hell of a coach, man. I mean, that took some balls, dude.
Oh, without a doubt.
Tagovailoa.
You know, way I see it, I mean, because you don't know what you're going to get. That's a lot of pressure to throw on a freshman. That could have broke the kid. I mean, a national championship game.
Yeah, he could have went out there, thrown an interception, and got pulled, and that would have been it. That would have been, and then there would have been questions about him next year, you know?
Exactly. That was, I mean, obviously it played out, you know, really good for him. And their starter quarterback, you know, the guy got pulled out.
Yeah, not Tagovailoa.
Not Tagovailoa. I give that guy props. I mean, could you imagine you lose your job and you're watching someone win the championship and it should be you?
Hey, man, he had his chance.
No, I agree. But, you know.
He'll still get bud job.
Well, maybe. I mean, he might not be the hot commodity now.
He still get bud job.
You think?
Yeah, dude. Tagovailoa, dude. 3 touchdowns, second half. That's crazy.
Let me ask this. Does he start next year?
Fuck yeah.
He's got to, right?
Oh, yeah. They're like, people are freaking out. Some dude shared the picture of Tagovailoa today from North Carolina, and he's like, going to make it 4 in a row. And, like, I mean, there's, like, huge expectations now. He's got some work to do for sure.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, that kid, I mean, he's a true freshman, and he's pretty much guaranteed a spot on that Alabama roster to be a quarterback till pretty much a senior year.
Absolutely. I'm trying to see who gosh darn it. Hurts was the starting quarterback.
Yes.
He went 3 of 8, 21 yards. Looking pretty gross, pretty nasty.
Yeah, he just seemed to not be in it. You know what I mean?
Right, but to take, man, what a call. What an awesome coaching call to make.
Go ahead.
It's crazy. No, I'm good.
No,
go ahead.
I'll just leave it like this. From what they were saying today is they told him originally that they were going to be like swapping him in and out. That he wasn't going to just be the guy out there. You know what I mean?
Right. So Tagovailoa was probably prepared to play.
Exactly. You like saying his name, don't you?
I do.
I noticed. But I mean, that's got to relieve some pressure. Right?
I think, yeah, knowing that he can step up like that. I mean, but I think now the real challenge starts, though. I mean, next season. I mean, there's a lot of pressure on this kid now.
Oh, without a doubt. He loses a game, he's screwed.
All right, I have a question for you.
Okay. Then I got another one for you.
All right, what time would you start the game?
All right. If I was to start a game, if it was in my control, people get off work around 5. So there's people that work 12-hour shifts, so 7. We'll say an average person, hour home to get home. You'd almost have to start at like 7:30, right? What time did it start last night?
I was trying to see. I can't remember. I think it was 8. I think it was 8.
Here's the thing. I would even say started at 6:30 because two things. You know when it's going to be, and you know when, you know if your team's going to be in it, being a week before. So if you're a diehard fan, you got to work, call in. You know what I mean? But
Well, I mean, what would you rather miss, kickoff or the fourth quarter?
Kickoff.
Right. It started at 8.
I mean, here's the thing. They need to, I get it, it's money and all that, but they need to cut all the bullshit out of commercials every 2 minutes. They need to figure out a way to speed up the game. Because me personally, at 11 o'clock, and it's halfway through the third quarter, I'm wanting to stay up and watch the game. I can't. I got to go to work. And,
it would be totally different if Purdue or somebody was playing in it. Then that changes everything. But, like, I knew it was going to be a hell of a game, but I'll be honest with you, I did not stay up to watch the end.
Well, let me throw this at you. Why not have this game on a Saturday? Then you could start it late.
Yes, that would make more sense because, I mean, the majority of the games are on Saturdays anyway.
Yeah, so start it at 8 o'clock. You can have it go till, midnight if you want. Because majority of the people will be off.
Right? Yeah, I feel like you'd make more money and you'd get more viewers too.
Yeah, right. Which I don't know. I mean, I don't know Saturday viewership and all that stuff, but we talked about it the other day about the Super Bowl even being on like a Saturday.
It doesn't seem like it would be out of the realm because it's crazy to think that, if they don't make it a fucking national holiday, they got to do something about it because it screws everybody that has to go to work the next day and it screws third shifters, I think.
Exactly. Now, I will say, there are people that work weekends, there are people that work Saturday and all that. I understand. But it seems like majority of the people would push for a Saturday. Because, perfect example, you live 3 hours away. It's hard for us to get together on a Sunday night, you know what I mean? For the game to get over at 11 o'clock and then head our separate ways.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to move that direction, I feel. Especially the college one. I don't see anything wrong with Saturday. Feels like the right day for that.
Yeah, on Monday, I don't see the appeal how it could make more money.
Yeah, on a Sunday it doesn't make any sense.
Okay, you stopped at about halfway mark, you said, of the game, right?
It was about third quarter.
Did you see number 48 of Alabama, that Mekhi Brown?
No, I did not. Mekhi Phifer.
Right now,
I didn't see it.
Right now, I'm gonna talk about this, but I want you to get on YouTube and I want you to watch the whole thing.
Okay.
What this kid did on national TV, I get it, emotions and everything, but what this kid did Nick Saban should be kicking him off his team. And you'll see why when you watch this. Because it is absolutely ridiculous.
Wait, is he punching somebody?
Yeah, okay. Okay, are you on the field right now with him? Like, is that where
Well,
you're at?
I mean, I
Keep
just
watching
typed in Mekhi Phifer, Alabama, and it's like punches, coach, punches.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm watching it right now.
Yes, watch it. Watch it.
All right.
This is just totally, like, this dude would be fired if he's in the NFL and did this. Correct me if I'm wrong after you're done.
Brown, is it?
Yeah, Mekhi Brown.
Okay. Dude, these guys did not grow up watching wrestling. He punched a guy with a face mask on. You got to go for the eye poke.
Exactly, right? So
Yeah.
are you on the sidelines with him right now?
Yeah, he's walking kind of behind Nick Saban. And
Okay, keep watching. Keep watching.
oh, shit. He's like, oh, what the? Come on.
Exactly. I mean, if I was Nick Saban, that dude would be cut today.
That's retarded.
Yeah. He went after a coach. And if that, I forget the player, but if he wouldn't have been there to stop him, that could have went real bad real quick.
I'm confused on why he's on the sidelines.
Yeah.
In the NFL, you're fucking gone. You're in the locker rooms. You're done.
Get this. Later in the game,
The
they put him
fuck?
back in.
What?
Yeah. What?
I like Mekhi Phifer, but that's ridiculous.
I know. It's, dude, when I watched that live, and I was like, did I just really watch that? It blew my mind. Why would you do that?
I just don't understand why he wasn't ejected.
Okay, I'm going to ask you this. How does that look? This is national. I mean, this ain't no SEC fucking, you know what I mean, early morning Saturday game. This is a national televised game. Millions are watching. And your player does that. What do you do?
Dude, Saban disappeared.
Yeah.
He let somebody else handle it. Well, he was trying to win a game. If on one hand, I can see some disciplining, jerking his ass around, getting him the hell off of there. But then it's one guy, and he can't become a distraction. You know what I mean? And like,
No, I'm not saying Nick Saban should have went over there and dealt with it. Once he was told, that was me. I would say get him in the locker room. But I guess maybe a national championship's more important than your coaches. You know what I mean? Your coaching staff.
I don't understand why it's not a fucking rule why he wouldn't be ejected.
I mean, he went after a coach.
I am just so lost on that. Dude, that changes everything.
I mean, I was under the assumption you had seen it. 'Cause I was
No.
shocked. I was honestly shocked I didn't get a text today about it. So I just was like, well, maybe you didn't think it was that crazy. Maybe I was over-exaggerating it.
No, I just didn't give a shit about the game.
No, I
As
get you.
everybody else.
I mean about that whole incident with that Brown. That blew my mind.
Well, I don't watch ESPN. Believe it or not.
Really?
I don't watch it at all.
Never.
I have not watched ESPN in 6 to 8 months.
Oh, why the ESPN hate?
I don't like ESPN. It's actually one of the main reasons why I wanted to do what we're doing, because I disliked ESPN so much.
Well, I agree. ESPN almost seems like more like it's starting to turn into. Remember when MTV had music?
Yeah.
It's almost like that.
They got VJs, sports VJs.
Pretty much. It's totally lunacy. I don't get it.
Yeah, it's schlocky. It's like catchphrasey, and I hate most of the people, and I don't know. And it seems like the integrity of it's gone from what it was 15, 20 years ago, where people stayed and people swap out, and I don't really dig ESPN. I watch like Fox Sports and stuff like that, but most of my stuff I get offline. I like offline. I don't care for it. It's odd to say.
No, I get you. I'm with you. I'm getting away from the ESPN train.
Like, I never watch Monday Night Football.
Really?
Yeah, unless the Raiders are playing. I just don't give a shit.
You know, Monday Night Football is going to be different now.
I wonder who they're going to get.
I heard, just rumor, it's going around, Chuck Pagano.
Oh, Jesus.
He's coming.
Oh, my God.
No, but I do. I mean, I have a clip. I think they hired someone today, though.
Yeah?
Yeah, let's see here.
All right.
Emotional for me. I never wanted to leave the Raiders. I never thought I'd be back. But here I am, and I'm ready to get to work. And I just want to say that there's really 4 major reasons that I am here coaching today. And number one, I love football. I love the players that play it. I love the preparation. I love the journey. Love football. And I love the city of Oakland. I had a son here. Some of my great memories in life are in Oakland. And I want to give them 2 of the best years of football that I can possibly help deliver. And I love the Raiders. The brand is global. Everywhere I went as a Monday Night Football analyst, the Raider Nation would come out of the ground. I love the Raiders. And most of all, I love to win. And I'm going to do everything I can. No guarantees, no promises, but I want to win. I look forward to working with Reggie and his staff. We've got a lot of work to do. We've hired 3 coordinators already. Paul Gunther from the Cincinnati Bengals is official. Great addition to our football team. Rich Bisaccia will be our special teams coordinator from the Dallas Cowboys. And Greg Olson will be our offensive coordinator coming over from the LA Rams. So I can't wait to get started. And it's an emotional time for me, but I'll answer any questions I can. Thank you.
All right. That's from one Mr. Chuck Pagano. No, I'm kidding. Jon Gruden.
Dude, after he got done, it was one of the first few questions, but Charles Woodson stood up and asked him, like, everybody was like, Mark Smith from the Los Angeles Times, but Charles Woodson's like, yeah, Charles Woodson of the Oakland Raiders. He's like, do you have a no trade clause in your contract?
They'd be crazy to trade him again, right?
Yeah. Dude, his last game was the Tuck Rule game.
Yeah. Yeah. Earlier in the press conference, I seen he had he gave a little shout out to Woodson and said Brady did tuck the ball or something along those lines. Or it was a fumble. I'm sorry, it was a fumble.
Yeah, I was really surprised to see all of the ex-Raiders at the press conference. That was awesome.
That brings a lot of hype, don't it?
I think so. I mean, Rich Gannon was there, and Romanowski, Woodson, Jerry Rice, Tim Brown. It was something to see. Dude, they played the Autumn Wind after the press conference. It was just, I don't know. I just got a good feeling about it.
Do they win a Super Bowl in Oakland?
The thing with Gruden is he is not one of those guys where he's like, well, we need a few pieces here, and in a couple years, I think we're going to be all right. He likes to win now.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know. I think that's the mission. I think that's why all of this happened.
Again, there's a lot of hype. We obviously knew he was coming back. But usually they trot out a coach. Yeah, we're gonna win, all that stuff. Kind of like along the lines of like what you said. This totally feels different. like I'm a firm believer in what you just said that it sounds like they're wanting to win this year or next year.
Yeah, and usually there's no matter what happens, there's always that issue that lingers of the coach that was there last. Dude, nobody even knows who Jack Del Rio is right now.
No, he's long gone.
Like with every team next year, with the Colts, with the fucking Lions, everybody who gets a new coach, that's all they're going to talk about is the coach that came before. This is not going to be like that.
No, no, it's already like I'm ready for next season. Now let me ask you this: opening day, Oakland loses. Does that hype go away?
No,
You don't think?
no, I don't think so.
Okay, what about in the first 5? They go 2-3.
No, I don't think so. It would have to be a season like this year. We would have to be sub 500 midway through, probably, for me to worry.
Okay, that's a fair analogy. I mean,
Because you got to trust the process.
sure. And it would be, I think it'd be preposterous to even think that, he's going to be able to turn them around. But in the same sense, they should, because we've seen what they did the year before. But again, a lot of those guys are gone.
Right. And we do have a coin toss. I'm not sure who gets it right offhand, but we either got I thought we had the 10th pick, but it turns out we're tied for with San Francisco, I think.
Okay.
So there'll be a coin toss. So, I mean, we get a top 10 pick, too.
What do you think their biggest needs are going to be in the draft?
Defense, I think.
No, I agree. What sucks about that is with Gruden coming in for this $100 million contract and all this stuff. You had said it. It kind of really hit home. You said, "Where's the back going to be playing at?" Because they're not going to be able to sign him, right? I mean, right?
They have to find a way. They have to find a way.
I mean, go ahead.
They're backed up against a wall now. They have to sign Mac, man.
Carr's got it. Carr might have to take a pay cut. I mean, if he's all about Oakland, well, then he needs to show it.
Well, I feel and I hope that Janikowski retires.
Yeah, he's got to.
Because that's a shitload of money off the table right there.
He's done. I mean, right? He's done with football, right?
Yeah, he never put on pads this year. Yeah.
So why not just cut him and get it over with?
And technically, when Mac's contract is up, so is Lynch's.
Really?
Yeah, but you don't want to like. I don't know if he's a restricted free agent or unrestricted or what, but I don't want him out there. You know what I mean?
Are you Lynch or
no Mac?
Okay.
I would want him signed. I want him inked before that day gets there.
It almost kind of put us at ease, I guess, if they were to do it before the season begun. But I think I don't know if they'll do it this year.
I can't let him go, man.
All right, I got another question for you. We seen last year. Look, Gruden hadn't coached for however long. All this kneeling shit and this distraction, Lynch sitting down and all this stuff. How do you think that's going to be perceived? Do you think Gruden's going to make a? I mean, what do you? How do you think Gruden's going to handle that shit?
My impression of one of the reporters asked, because I think I posted it on your page like a week ago, but Lincoln Kennedy said he felt like that kneeling and shit played a factor in the season. And I'm not sure what Lincoln Kennedy is. He's like, I know he's on the staff. He might be like a defensive lines coach or something like that. But one of the people at the press conference asked Gruden about it, and he said, that's just something we're going to have to look at and decide on what we're going to do. So it sounds like he's going to make a decision on it.
Yeah, because I have a feeling Gruden's going to either say, look, you're going to do it this way or you're gone. I mean, you're not there to make a political stance and shit. You're there to win games, and that's what Gruden's wanting to do. If you're going to become a distraction, you're going to be gone. That's kind of how I take it. You know what I mean?
Right, football first.
With Lynch and everything. Let me ask you this. There was all that hype of Lynch coming and stuff, and he kind of fell flat. Do they get rid of him?
Well, a few of the reporters today were talking like they were using terms like if they decide to bring him back and shit like that. I'm like, they inked him for 2 years.
See, go ahead.
Is there something I don't know? Is there a plan to maybe get rid of him?
Well, see, I don't know his details. It might is it 1 year guaranteed team option type thing?
Right, I'm not sure. I know when Gruden was up there, he's like, we got a lot of work to do. I got to figure out who our wide receivers are. I got to figure out who our tight ends are. I got to figure out who our running backs are. And I'm like, huh?
So I typed in Marshawn Lynch. Here's a few headlines. Future Marshawn Lynch with Raiders hinges on Gruden meeting. Let me look here. There's enough room for Beast Mode and Chucky. Enjoy these. I don't know. I could either see Gruden saying, "Get your head in the game, play football, no more of this stuff," or you're gone.
The few stories I read, the few inklings that I'm getting is Crabtree might be on his way out, and Lynch might be on his way out.
Yeah, and there's a lot of hype. I don't want to say hype, but there's a lot of pressure, it seems, from fans that they want Crabtree gone. But yet a year ago, he was a second coming. He was, a big deal for, the Raiders.
I think Cooper needs to become the number one guy.
Okay, I agree.
Because I think Crabtree's getting up there in age, and like I said a few weeks ago, I think they were second or third in the league in drops this year. So that's not good.
Who's a wide receiver they could bring in? Do you think? Maybe trade for? Well, trade, free agent, whatever. Who would be a good wide receiver to bring in?
I don't know. I haven't really seen the free agent market or anything like that.
Do they bring in Hank Baskett? Right?
Fucking Austin Collie.
Yeah, why not? Could you? It'll never happen. But could you imagine someone like, Gronk coming out there? His contract's not up and stuff. And he's going to stay in New England. But you know what I mean? You think that would be another distraction that they don't need, or would that be a good?
Don't get me wrong, man. He's awesome. Gronk's awesome. I just don't know if without Belichick and Brady, the guy might just totally fucking fly off the hinges. You know what I mean?
Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt. I don't know. Oakland's on the up. Last year, I'm sure you hear it all the time. I talked a lot of smack at the beginning of the year because I'll be honest, I'm a Raiders fan. But, after the season they had, the Gruden hiring really kind of brings you up a little bit after this season.
Oh, hell yeah. It's like a win. It's like finishing the season with a win.
Yeah. So,
hey, you want to take a wild guess at one guy who is now a wide receiver who's going to be a free agent at the end of the year?
Who's now? I'm taking a wild guess.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, okay. Des Bryant.
No, Terrell Pryor.
Really?
Yeah, he only signed a 1-year deal with the Redskins. That would be kind of cool.
Yeah. Bring him back. Sign him. He did all right. I mean, he does all right as a wide receiver.
Hey, before I forget, we're talking about the Raiders, so it's not too far off topic. On January 9th, 1977, Super Bowl 11, Raiders stomped the Vikings, but they started it at 3:50 in the afternoon. It was the earliest start time to a Super Bowl ever.
Really? And it was on a Sunday?
Yep, and there was over 100,000 people in attendance and like 60 million watching at home, so
And
that's pretty good.
how long ago was this? I didn't catch that. I'm sorry.
What was it? It looks like 41 years ago today.
So, I mean, they didn't really have halftime shows, did they? Then
Uh, the halftime shows really didn't. They had one, but it wasn't like it is today. It was like a fucking themed marching band. It was like A Small World After All was the theme. Some Disney bullshit or something.
I knew they did marching bands for the first few ones, but so they don't have all that extended halftime. So it kicks off at 3:30. So we're looking at 4:35, 36, 7:30 latest. We'll even go 8. We'll go 8:30 latest. That still gives people time to go to bed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you could start it in like the 4 o'clock spot game.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the times the Sunday night games kind of run a little long for me. Dude, I sound old as fuck.
Yeah, I know. Trust me. Dude, I was sitting there watching. I'm like, it's 11 o'clock. I'm like, I need to be in bed. And,
Dude, in high school, the Lakers wouldn't come on until 10:30 at night.
yeah. Yeah, I know, dude. I'm thinking, I used to be up till 2 o'clock, in the morning, get up about 5:30 and go to work. Now, 11 o'clock, I'm like, oh man, tomorrow's going to be a rough day.
Yeah, I couldn't. They've got to do some Super Bowl, especially. I think something, just even the 6 o'clock maybe start it. I don't know. It's just last night was too long. I know that.
They need here's the thing. It is a holiday. There's a ton of people that watch it. There's a ton of people that don't even watch football that will watch the Super Bowl. My mother doesn't watch football. She likes the Bears because Dad does. But you know what? Super Bowl, I guarantee you she hasn't missed one in her life.
Right.
So why not have it on a Saturday? Even do a late one, and then people can get together and watch this.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to. Coming up here in the next, about 2 weeks, we're going to be posting a lot of blogs about Super Bowls. And so I've been doing a ton of Super Bowl research on halftime shows, MVPs, everything. And there's so many people that watch. It's insane. Okay, just right here, right off the top. Katy Perry's performance in 2015, 118.5 million viewers watched that.
Just for the halftime.
Yeah, and actually the game averaged 114 million, and the halftime show averaged 118 million. Like, there's been times where the spike is for the halftime show, and that used to not be the case, by the way. The NFL struggled forever until Michael Jackson in 93. They would get like a 25% decrease after halftime. That's crazy.
Yeah. Well, again, it goes back. You get people that are music fans, they get these big artists on. People tune in for it. And you hope maybe it's a good game and they might just stay watching it. And a lot of people watch it for the commercials.
Right. It's it's an event, dude. It's the biggest annual televised event in the United States.
Yeah.
Fuck New Year's and Ryan Seacrest and shit. Dude, this is the top thing.
Oh, without a doubt. But what aggravates me is, they do it on a Sunday, which, I worked 11 to 7, and I could watch the game and make it to work on time. They get it done probably about 10:30. But again, like me and you, we live so far apart, we can't watch it together. Unless, you know what I mean?
I know, and we talked about it, and like the conversation doesn't get very far because it's just like impossible.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, well, who you know what I mean? Who bites the bullet? So it would just make more sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you gotta wonder, like a lot of people probably call in, so it's like, or take vacation days, or I mean, most people don't. They just go and they're fucking haggard all day. But I don't know. I'm not saying it should be a national holiday. But I feel like the day after should not be a work day.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's all with I'm gonna get all whatever, but with companies they don't care. You know what I mean? They just want to make money. I mean, they ain't gonna give that day off.
Right.
So the NFL needs to take kind of the bull by the horns and say, all right, we're gonna move this to Saturday, make it a weekend, which they do because it's on a Sunday. They build up to that game, but there's post game stuff. The team that wins have shit going on Sunday. You know what I mean? So
I agree.
Okay, I'm gonna switch gears. Are you gonna do the sound effect for it? I want to talk some NBA.
Okay.
Speaking of NBA, there's a certain player that plays in the NBA called Lonzo Ball. Now, hear me out.
Oh, God.
Before we get back on LeVar Ball. I was listening to a certain radio station that is on a certain channel that, whatever. The Bob and Tom Show, I'll say it. They were talking, I guess the Better Business Bureau has gave Big Baller Brand like an unsatisfactory rating, like all negative reviews. Like, I guess people aren't getting their stuff that they purchase.
So you're telling me that the BBB give negative reviews to the BBB?
Yes.
Holy shit.
I had to tell you that. I mean, I was like, what? So,
dude, I don't know if we talked about it, but when he got off the plane in Lithuania, he fucking looked sick.
Yeah.
Did we talk about that?
We did not talk about it. We were going to on Thursday.
That's right.
I was going to set up the audio from him coming in. But, yeah, he does.
Like legitimately, like seriously, no joking aside, LeVar Ball fucking looks sick.
Do you think it's just wear and tear on his body with all this traveling and stuff?
I think he had to sell his soul.
He had to. Better Business Bureau's on him. I mean,
fucking Lithuania.
LiAngelo Ball and LaMelo Ball combined for 29 points in Lithuania professional debut. That was 5 hours ago. They combine for 29 points in Lithuania.
They get one goat. You get one goat for performance.
Yeah. That's like... That's not good, is it?
No. And the worst gig there is the fucking lowest guy on the totem pole for ESPN or fucking Fox Sports or whatever. They have to send some sorry son of a bitch over there to cover all this. Could you imagine?
Yeah.
Being the guy that's fucking like, honey, I'm going to fucking Lithuania for 6 weeks.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'd feel sorry for that dude. Because you're going to be dealing with the Ball family the whole time. So that just adds on to it.
And goats, probably.
Yeah. I mean, they love their goats over there.
I'm just assuming almost every foreign country, there's just goats roaming.
Yeah. Like, I heard I haven't seen it. I might have to look it up. There was a goat actually playing for the Lithuania team.
I think he's assistant coach.
He had a suit and tie. It was great. They didn't even realize it till the second half.
His business cash.
Okay, now let's get talking about some real NBA.
Okay.
What do you think the state? I mean, give me your thoughts about the state of the NBA right now.
Oh, I think Toronto's coming on strong. Cleveland, when they have played bad, they have had some fucking dreadful shooting nights. There's no consistency with Cleveland right now, or Detroit for that matter.
Sure.
I kind of gave Indiana the benefit of the doubt with Oladipo sitting out, and now they've won 2 in a row since he's been back, but they're still down there at the bottom. As far as the Eastern Conference go, Cleveland, their consistency really bothers me.
Yeah.
Hey, so you tell me, talk about the Western Conference. How do you feel out west?
Well, man, I don't know. Lakers, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
First pick in the draft?
First pick of the draft. They're going to get a bowl. Warriors are the Warriors. I mean, they're on a 5-game win streak. Rockets are 4 games back. I haven't checked. When's Harden going to get better?
I think he's got probably about a week.
So, I mean, the Spurs are the Spurs. I mean, let's be honest. They're going to be, you know what I mean, they're going to be in the competition, you know what I mean, going for
right.
the finals. I like the Eastern Conference right now better than the Western. Does that make sense? I mean, am I making my point across? I think not.
Yeah, I think Steph Curry's tearing it up since he's been back, though.
Oh, yeah. But I'm more impressed with... Here's the thing. Warriors, it's Warriors and Rockets. I mean, we knew they were going to be 1 and 2, and you know, we kind of already knew how the West was going to play out. But
right.
The Eastern Conference, I mean, it's kind of been feast or famine. I mean, when the Celtics play, they're either really good or really bad, it seems like. You know, they went on a 13-game win streak a few weeks ago, like midway through this midway. But, you know, they started off poorly.
Yeah, I think if Harden doesn't come back soon, I think the Spurs can usurp the Rockets, dude.
Oh, yeah. And I think OKC, they could get, you know what I mean, their 3 out there. That's the thing. If George, Melo, and Westbrook can figure out, you know what I mean, truly figure out their roles, that team could go up against the Warriors, I'd feel.
Yeah, and we're just now reaching midway through the season, and Oklahoma's 7-3 in their last 10. They're if I had to pick a team that's under the radar out west, it would probably be Oklahoma City.
Oh, without a doubt. Sorry, something came up on the phone. I thought I said something about Carmelo Anthony, but we were just talking about him. Again, I think the Western Conference is kind of playing out how everybody kind of expected.
Let me ask you this. Who is your sleeper team in the Eastern Conference? A team nobody's talking about, do you think can really make a push?
That could really make a push.
Yeah.
Maybe they're at 500. I could see the 76ers. Maybe even Milwaukee's getting some attention. You know, but I'm kind of thinking the Wizards could maybe do something out there.
I am totally on board with Washington, dude.
Yeah.
I think they look tough.
Yeah. I mean, that Bradley Beal, he's doing a hell of a job out there. Or down there, I guess, for me. But,
Over there.
Over there.
Over there, little ways.
Yeah, I mean, look, they're currently in fourth. You know, they're 7-3 in their last 10. They're 8.5 games back from the lead. Cleveland, their issues. I don't think they'll. I don't think they'll overtake the Celtics. I think the Celtics have that locked in. But
I do too. I think if anybody's going to top the Celtics, it'd be Toronto, and I don't think they can either.
let me. Something came across my phone today. I didn't really get to read it, but I just kind of read the headline, partial of it, and it said Isaiah Thomas would be a good fit for the Pacers. Where that's coming from,
The Isaiah Thomas that plays for the Cavs right now.
that's what. Yeah, right.
What? How's the Isaiah spelled? Is it SAIAH
I think
or
it was.
SI? So they're not talking about Isaiah Thomas, the old coach. They're talking about Isaiah Thomas, the current Cavalier, who's played like 3 games this season.
What's your thoughts on that? I mean, the trade deadline's coming up.
No fucking way. No fucking way.
Are you saying? Go ahead.
He's not even playing. He's not even playing over 15 minutes a night. 15. He's coming off the bench. He's played like 4 games this year.
Yeah, I don't think bringing in a star to battle with Oladipo would be the right move. You need someone to come in that can complement Oladipo.
I feel the same. I feel the same way.
What position? I don't know, but maybe some help underneath. I don't know. I'm not a general manager.
But I mean, they're basing all that on last year. Isaiah Thomas's last year, his performance. This year, I don't know, man.
Yeah, I swiped it. I didn't mean to, and I couldn't find it again. But because I was wanting to read why they thought that.
That's absurd.
I kind of shocked me too. So.
Yeah, I don't like that. Yeah, I don't say that.
Okay, I'm gonna need your sound effect again. We're gonna switch gears again.
Paul Walker.
We didn't really get to talk about the Bears' new head coach, that Matt Nagy.
Right.
You think that? I mean, is he going to do anything there?
I don't like that hire at all, but I'm just a dude, so I don't know. I'm kind of lost on it. So he was with Philly as like an intern, a coach's assistant, quality control, quarterbacks coach. And then last year was his first real gig at anything as the offensive coordinator for the Chiefs. He's just, I don't know enough about him. He's super unproven. What do you think about it?
I think Chicago Bears have made the same mistake they've made with every coaching hire for the past 3 hires. They try to get some no-name person. Well, John Fox wasn't no-name, but they try to get kind of your obscure coach and bring him in and hope he turns into like a Dungy.
Or maybe even Coach Ditka.
Exactly. There'll never be another Ditka.
No. Hurricane Ditka.
Hey, who would win in a fight? Ditka or a hurricane named Ditka?
Yeah.
Dude, those were some great skits.
Oh my god, the super fans is what they were called.
We need to get together for Halloween and dress up as the super fans.
Oh god, if I can't dress up anymore for Halloween.
Why not?
I've hit an age. I think once you pass the age of 35, you can't. I can't.
But dude, it's your holiday. It's your
I,
Christmas.
I'm not gonna get no budge job. Dude, I know, like, I'm kind of like, it makes me sound really negative about what I thought about the Bears hiring him.
Yeah.
But I want the Bears to do good.
Yeah.
But that just seemed like it was a lateral move at best. I don't think it does anything.
Yeah, I mean, you don't need a big, like, you don't need a Jon Gruden to come in to win games.
Right.
But this guy, he had I just don't see what they were thinking.
Right. And it was really fast.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I said it, throughout the year. Trubisky, I'm in on him. I like him. I think he'll develop. But is this guy going to develop him?
I don't know. And I really like Sean McVay, the head coach of the Rams.
Yeah.
I think he's awesome. I love listening to him talk. He's like, his football IQ is out of sight. And I just kind of looked at his resume, and it is like a mirror image to Nagy's.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, he was a coaching assistant, tight end coach, assistant tight ends coach. Then he was an offensive coordinator, and then he went to the Rams. So, I mean, I wish him the best of luck. I hope they do good, man.
I do too, but again, we don't know nothing about this guy. This guy might turn it around and, God knows what he can do. But
right.
It says Bears' new HC will also be the play caller for QB Mitch Trubisky, per sources. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, it's easy to sit here. I don't want to be biting my tongue, you know what I mean? And him go 5-0. And us be like, well, we were idiots. But it wasn't a big impact for me. Like, I was just like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah, you didn't get a feeling of hey, they got better kind of a thing. It was just like, okay, well, they're going to be the Bears.
Yeah, exactly. And not because I'm a Raider fan and we got Gruden and all that stuff. It's just, it don't do anything for me. I need to talk to some Bears fans and get their reactions.
Yes, maybe find some super fans.
Maybe we can get them.
Yeah, but I don't want to come off being harsh. Like, if it was the Broncos or somebody, I'd be like, oh, fuck them. But I want the Bears to do good. They've been bad long enough. It's time to be good again, and I hope it works out. But the feeling I got was just kind of like,
Here's the thing, and this might sound whatever, but I've always kind of not liked the hometown teams. Does that make sense? Call me what you will.
Right.
But I mean, I appreciate them. I respect them. They're just, I don't like them. And yeah, we cover them now and everything, and that's fine. But here, you either have the Bears or the Bengals. You know what I mean? Those are your two teams kind of Indiana had before the Colts came. And,
I agree.
Growing up, Dad being a big Bears fan, I remember watching the Bears games. It was Bears, Cubs, Bulls, all that. I want to see them do good.
Absolutely.
I mean, I'd almost say, and I'm not one to jump on bandwagons by all means. I'm Raiders through and through. But, if I had to pick, gun to head, pick a second favorite team, it'd be the Bears.
I can't. But no, I know what you mean. I would totally root for them.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. I mean, you just kind of feel for them.
Well, I mean, look at Indiana. We, until 1984, didn't have a professional football team. We've never had a fucking baseball team. And the Pacers were ABA until the 70s, late 70s. So, I mean, Chicago was kind of are like big brother town. I grew up a White Sox fan. I mean, I don't know. Chicago was like kind of the team that a lot of people rooted for.
Oh, I agree. You know
Cubs,
what,
fucking everybody.
you know what else we didn't have until 1984?
AIDS.
Well, no, I was going to say me, but
Oh, yeah.
thanks for comparing me to AIDS.
I forgot
No,
about.
let me. I, I I'm kind of hurt right now. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, I'm gonna go cry after this, and it'll be fine. It'll be fine. We've never, Indianapolis has never had a baseball team. We've had a minor league hockey team, minor league baseball team. Could a NHL team or a Major League Baseball team, could they survive here, you think?
Oh man, this is gonna sound really bad. This is gonna sound bad.
So your answer is a yes?
No, because watching when the Colts were super fucking hot from 2003ish to 2007, 2008.
Sure.
The Pacers weren't that fucking bad, and there was nobody at the fucking games because they were all hung up on the fucking Colts.
Oh, I agree.
And vice versa. In the fucking boom baby days, nobody gave a fuck about the Colts.
But see, we have attended, not me and you, me and my wife, we attended a few like Indianapolis Indians games. And they always seem sold out. Now I get it, the field's smaller, all seating smaller. I think an MLB team would do better than a hockey team. I could be totally wrong on this. But I've been to a few Fuel games. And it seems like, the old Pepsi Coliseum, it's only about half full on a good night. Where, Victory Field, it's pretty packed.
Well, I mean, it's really nice, I think, too. It's a good setup.
Oh, I agree. But, there's always been talks about them trying to get a MLB team here.
I think baseball would go over well. I don't know about hockey.
Yeah, hockey, I don't think. But then what do you do with the Indians? I mean, they got a good thing. So
I could pick up a rock and throw it and hit a hockey team up here.
Really? Yeah.
Dude, the fucking high school teams have hockey teams.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's all. I mean, well, it's north. You know what I mean? It's northern United States.
Yay.
Eh? Do you get?
Yeah.
Hey, do you got to pay maple syrup tax up there?
Dude, we live in fucking Ottawa County. You know what I mean? It's pretty fucking. It's too close for comfort for me.
So when are you getting your Mountie suit?
Yeah, I feel like fucking Stu Hart's gonna try to rape me in his dungeon.
He might. You never know.
Me too.
Hashtag.
Dude.
What?
Stan Lee.
Okay.
The creator of fucking every goddamn Marvel character of all time.
Sure. Okay.
So they're accusing him of fucking misbehaving.
No.
Yeah, I seen it today on Twitter.
What? Dude.
Stan Lee, at his age now, his nurses are saying he's made improper sexual advances.
So did my grandpa. You know what I mean?
Stan Lee, really?
Here's the thing. Okay, here's the thing. So when did this all go down? Like, was this like years ago? Is this last week?
I couldn't bring myself to read it. It ticked me off so much. But it said his nurses, so I have to assume it's been recently. Like, he's old as fuck now.
Nerds everywhere are saying, yeah. You know what I mean? Do you want me to read this verbatim? I mean, I kind of got it up here, kind of a quick snidbit of it. Comic legend Stan Lee has been accused of groping and harassing the nurses who care for him at his home in Los Angeles. According to the Daily Mail, the nursing company is currently in a legal dispute with the 95-year-old Marvel creator after nurses claimed he asked for oral sex in the shower and to be pleasured in his bedroom.
You want bug job?
Yeah. I mean, come on. Dude's old.
He created Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Get him bug job.
Yeah. Hell. Iron Man? Where do you think you got that?
Yeah, get him bug job.
Bug job.
Dude, it's just, they're denying it. They're saying it's just a straight up extortion. They're just trying to get money out of him.
Yeah, right, yeah.
That sucks.
Here's the thing, he has not done anything. You know what I mean? Like, until now.
Dude, if his dick works, oh my god.
Yeah. I call bullshit.
That's like a superhero power in itself.
Yeah. Be what? 96? How old was 95?
I'm looking right now. Holy shit. He's 95. He just turned 95.
Yes. And he can get the man iron.
I'm telling you right now, if you're 95, you should be able to finger somebody on the street.
Exactly. It's a new law.
You created Spider-Man and the X-Men, you finger, and you get bug job.
Exactly. Wolverine him a little bit, it's all good.
I just had to bring that up. It just shocked the shit out of me that it's like happening it's like one day after Oprah's fucking speech, now fucking...
Yeah, Stan Lee's.
Stan Lee.
Hey, be careful. Oprah could be our president.
Dude, I will vote against her. It's fucking the ghost of Saddam Hussein could run against her, and I would vote for it.
Here's what I find hilarious. Okay, everybody complained about a billionaire in Donald Trump running for president, and now everybody that complained about that is saying, "Well, she can do it." It's like, what? What?
Dude, and all the pictures surfacing of her and Harvey Weinstein being fucking best buddies.
Yeah.
For fucking 20 years.
But not now. They were just pictures out of context.
Yeah.
It's like, what? I don't believe it. I don't buy it.
No, fuck the dude. No way, dude.
Right?
They're saying no. If she runs, dude, we gotta get the Rock in.
Dude, America could not handle the people's eyebrow. Right?
He could just raise the eyebrow to Kim Jong-un, and that's it.
Yeah. And
he knows his roll and shut his mouth.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I'd vote for The Rock, right?
Oh, fuck yeah. Over Oprah? No, I think Oprah's the Antichrist.
I think there's been proven fact she is.
This bitch fucking told people not to eat beef once, and bitches weren't eating beef. It's like, dude, I don't... She'd tell some fucking lonely-ass dildo-driving housewife what books to read for fucking 20 years. I don't trust her.
No, I don't either. I'm not sold on her.
We have to get off of this subject.
Yes, I noticed. Well, I tell you what, it'd probably be a good time to wrap up the show.
Oh, okay, yeah.
We're over an hour in, so
some bitch.
Yeah, I know, it's been a good one. So, yeah, well, we'll be back soon and talk more sports, right? Maybe.
Yes, definitely. Hopefully Thursday.
Yes, I'm down. So,
all right,
we'll go from there, and we'll see y'all next time.
Good job.
Good job.